Welcome back to Khan Cloud Academy, and let's learn Azure Architect course. So if you guys are not subscribed this channel, please subscribe it because I am taking a lot of effort to making the videos, and everything is free. After completing these kind of courses, you don't need to pay any online and offline institute to do the to learn Azure and any other courses like DevOps and AWS courses. So let's start with the Azure. I'm just continuing this Azure Architect course with AZ305. So our today's topic is Microsoft Cloud Adaptation Framework for Azure. So, so Cloud Adoption Framework is a set of documentation, implementation guidance, best practice, and tools that aid in aligning the strategy for business and people and technology. So, guys, this is Azure Architect course. You maybe get bored because it's too much theoretical, but if you're not going to understand the proper terminology for Azure architecting the solutions, or documentation part, because as architect you have to do a lot of documentation, a lot of target architecture creation on premises. You have to understand the application, so this kind of enthusiasm. And also we have to think about what is the customer need and customer, the budget, and we have to reduce the cost as well. So that's what we have to strategy we need to think about it. So this course is all about this Microsoft cloud adoption framework. Okay, so let me so this is the what I upgraded my subscription for this learning purpose to pay-as-you-go subscription, right? So that's what we have to think about it. How we're going to manage our resources and all, right? So what we're going to cover in this course, so cloud adoption framework to identify where your organization is in the digital transformation journey, identify triggers and opportunities for the cloud adoption. Either he have to go for with the Azure, Google, or Google Cloud, or any other public cloud, or AWS, right? Or on any on-premises cloud. So this is what we have to understand. This doesn't matter you working as a cloud architect and you have to provide the solution for Azure. Customer is not a specific. If he got some better options or better cost effective, he move to the another cloud as well, right? But this course is all about the Azure architecting, so we have to discuss about the Azure only. We also have to recognize the components needed to develop a digital transformation strategy around your business, people, and technology, right? So let me move to the next slide and see. Okay, so how is it structured? The cloud adoption framework helps customer undertake a simplified cloud journey in three main areas, stages, right? The first one is planning, your plan, and what is your readiness, and what is how you're going to adopt, right? So as per given here, you can see this in this slide, right? Microsoft Cloud Adoption Framework for Azure. So define a strategy, understand the motivational business outcomes, business justification for adopt project. You have to plan it, rationalize digital state, initial organization alignment, skills readiness plan, and cloud adoption plan. Ready, Azure readiness guidance, first landing zone, expand the blueprint, best practice validation, right? You go with a lot of testing, architecture, discussion with the client, right? And adopt in the sense, you're just going to deploy this simply the migration or host to the hosting or whatever the left shift, okay, and innovate. So first, workload migration, expanded scenarios, best practice validation, process improvement. Innovate means innovation guide, expanded, scenarios, best practice validation, process improvements, govern and manage, policies, company. Everything you have to think about it, right? So, so what I what is the Microsoft Cloud Adoption Framework for Azure? So as I told, the cloud adoption framework for Azure is a collection of documentation, technical guidance, best practice, and tools that aid in aligning business organization readiness. And technology strategies, the alignment enables a clear and actionable journey to the cloud that rapidly delivers on the desired business outcomes, right? So, as you've seen, it's a plan ready and adopt, right? So, everything, begins with setting the business strategy, which should align to, action-label technology project that delivers on the desired business outcomes, right? So, you have to prepare its people with technical readiness. So, what it means. So, I mean, do you have a right kind of set of skills in your team who is going to adopt this cloud journey? Adjust the process, create a process to drive the business and technology changes because it's going to be a huge change. Whatever you're working on the legacy is not going to same work on the cloud side. You have to enable business outcomes though implementing of the defined technology plan, right? So finally, even it covers cloud operations such as governance, resources, and people and change management, right? So and cloud offers, nearly unlimited potential, but successful adoption requires careful planning and strategy. The adoption strategy depends on where you are in your cloud journey. When you think about your use of the cloud, what is your motivation? Next, let's define the strategy that might trigger an organization to move off the cloud. So first, we talk about the defining a strategy, right? So across organization, you can say all type sizes industries that decision to invest in the cloud technology is often tightly connected to the critical business event, right? So let me move to the slide. Okay, this is what we are talking about. So this is what the profitable or not, right? Increasing the profitability. So let's so some common migration and innovation triggers include the preparation for new technical capabilities, gaining scale to meet market or geographic demands, cost saving, reduction in vendor and technical complexity, optimized of internal operation, increase business agility, improvement to customer experience or engagement, transformation for products and or services, disruption of the market from new product or services, right? So this is what we have to think about, right? So migration triggers, innovation triggers, we have to save costs, reduce complexity, right? There's a lot of things. So strategy also, establish clear business outcomes, drive transparency and engagement for your journey across the organization, define business justification, identity, business value, opportunities to the select the right technology. Implementing the first application is the key to learning and testing with confidence as your cloud adoption journey starts. Use a two-pronged approach to select it. Business criteria, your technical criteria. So business criteria means identify an application currently in operation where the owner has strong motivation to move to the cloud. Select an application that has minimum dependencies and can be moved as a small group of assets. So overall, it means we have to focus on very small size of servers and the application which we can easily move to the cloud. Then we have to categorize those small, medium, large, you can say, and then large. This is how we have to study for the applications to moving to the cloud. Okay. Otherwise, what happen if you go with work with the large one, you get stuck with everything PCI compliance, DSS PCI compliance, databases issues. You got frustrated. So start working with small applications, small size of applications which you can move easily, right? And you can keep reducing on decommission your hardware. So establishing clear business outcomes, right? So reviewing the business outcomes and creating a business justification plan for possible use cases for the cloud adoption. This is what we are talking about, right? Building or facilitating the cloud relations rationalization process, selecting the first application and managing subsequent prioritized backlogs. Backlog, you go with a lot of calls. Okay, when you do, if you are part of any migration project, it's going to be you're going to learn everything. Okay, managing communication with key stakeholders and promoting the cloud adoption journey, success and learning. Remember that the chef and CFO can be a key player in creating and landing a cloud adoption plan and can drive the value of migration and innovation, including creating a financial plan for adoption. Here are some tools and support in your financial planning. Azure total cost for ownership, TCO. So you must work little bit, TCO calculator. So let me show you what is TCO, right? So let me go here and if I type here TCO, let me see. Will not get it here. Okay. Azure TCO. You see this? So you must know how you're going to calculate the cost and all. If you want to server, so add servers, what the size you needed, what the data center was on Windows or Linux. Okay, anything you can choose your GPU, CPU. Same way if you go with the costing, right? And you must know the using of TCO and creating a reports, right? Networking part 1 GB. You have to click next. It's saying enter the on-premises environment. So where's the on-premises workload one, right? Add server loads. Okay, I'm using the same way and add databases. Same way. I'm not going to change anything. Storage, right? And networking part. Next. Now we have to view the report. The currency you want to choose in US dollar or which dollar. So for which customer you work, suppose I generally work for US customers on Europe customers, or maybe you have an Indian customer, so you can use accordingly INR rupees. Okay. Accordingly, you are going to calculate these costs. So this is what is all about the TCU. Children's is right or not, okay? INR. So you must know how to calculate the cost. Now we have to view the reports. This is what the 5-year cost with this particular estimated cost saving could be. 24,000 dollars, right? Be a much. So on comparatively total on premises of server 5 years, this is the total cost. But if I use Azure one, Azure certain cost categories decreases and go away completely. This is the cost. This is the difference between cloud and you're managing your on-premises environment. So this is what you have to understand about it. This is the breakdown, everything you can see. All right, so this is how even you can download the report as well. Download this report and you can see, and you can send your, save as a PDF or whatever you want. Okay, and save it. So this is how, and share this, save it. So this basically create a report which going to help you to discuss on the business level, right? So this is all about. Okay, let's back to the course again. So I'm leaving it here and little bit talk about. So this is what is technical criteria you have to fill establishment clear business outcome, right? Teach your calculator what I'm talking about. So define business justifications, right? So, so cost elimination, capital expenses, scale ability to scale, elastically, delivering the right amount of IT resources. Productivity means remove the need for any IT management course. Reliability is the burden of data backups, disaster recovery, and the business continuity. Okay. So before starting this plan topic, I wanted to more talk about yeah, I just show you, how you're going to calculate the Azure total cost for the ownership calculator. Azure pricing calculator is very important, guys. If you're not going to use it, and you must know if you design something, okay, some solution, and you have to discuss with the customer, right? That this is the cost going to. So you are very specific about this. What the services, what are back, and what are the services and access level you're going to manage those things and what the time you're going to take it and how it's profitable to your company, right? This is what we have. You first adoption project should align with your motivational for adoption, right? So this is what is all about. So let's talk about a little bit on the plan, right? So plan is, planning, rationalize your digital state, understand the organization current digital state to maximize return and minimize risk by running a workload assessment. Assessment means you're going to take all the information, or you can say the gather the information near about 60 to 80% by doing the assessment. Okay, without assessment, you're not going to design or guess how you going to overcome with this cloud solution. So create your cloud adoption plan. Develop a plan where prioritized workloads are defined and aligned with the business. Suppose something is need a very high availability. So high level of things you're going to put on the cloud side. That is because Azure public cloud basically provide you 24 by 7 supports, 25 by 7 availability. Okay, you have to pay whatever you're going to use the compute and storage kind of things on network. But you don't need to manage extra team infrastructure and everything. Okay, so this is how you have to plan. So let me talk about the plan. So so a digital state, right? So rationalize your digital state. This is the course of, yeah, rehost. So a digital state is the collection of IT assets that power business processes and supporting operations. To begin cloud rationalize of the digital state, inventory all the digital asset that organizations owns today. Then evaluate each asset to determine the best way to migrate or modernize each component to the cloud. So during this process, we recommend, Microsoft recommend basically that you proceed incrementally application by application. Don't make decision too broadly or too early across the entire application portfolio. So as you see here, there is a five type of um, option for cloud rationalization, sometimes referred to as a 5 Rs. That's what we call about 5 Rs: rehost, refactor, re-architect, rebuild, new, and replace. Right. So let me talk about rehost. So also known as a lift and shift migration. A rehost effort moves a current state asset to the chosen cloud provider within minimum change to overall architecture. So what rehost is going to do? Reduce capital expenses, free up data center space, achieve rapid return on investment in the cloud, right? What about the refactor? So refactor also refer to the application development process of refactoring code to allow an application to deliver on new business opportunities, right? So experience faster and shorter updates, benefits from code portability, achieve greater cloud efficiency in the areas of resources, speed, and cost. Okay. And third one is the re-architect. So when aging application are not compatible with the cloud, that is called a legacy, right? They might need to be architected to produce cost and operational efficiency in the cloud, right? So gain application scale and agility, adopt new cloud capabilities more easily, use a mix of technology stacks, right? Okay. What about the rebuild and new? So unsupported, misaligned, or out of dated on-premises application might be too expensive to carry forward because licensing cost. You don't know who going to support or where is the vendor. Maybe your contract is expired with the vendors. So a new code base with a cloud native design might be the most appropriate and benefit efficient. So accelerate innovation, build application faster, reduce operational. That is called operational cost. That's why we have to use rebuild and new kind of things. What is the alternative is available? Replace. So sometimes the best approach is to replace the current application with a hosted applications that meets all functionality required in the cloud. You know. So standardize around industry best practices, accelerate adoption for the business process driven approaches, relocate development investment into applications that create competitive differentiation or advantages, right? So this is what to think about. So accordingly, you have to create your cloud adoption plan, right? As you develop business justification model for your organization, cloud journey, identify business outcomes that can be mapped to specific cloud capabilities and business strategies to reach the desired state of transformations. So review or sample business outcomes, identify the leading matrix, the best represent progress towards the identified business outcomes. So you have to establish a financial model that align with the outcomes and learning matrix, right? So in the plan stage, there are two major actions, right? You have to follow: rationalize your digital state and creating your cloud adoption plans. So plan phase also there are five adoption for the cloud rationalize, rehost factors, reacted, rebuild new, and replace. During this process, we recommend that you proceed incrementally. So this is the key point. We have to note it down, guys. Right. So let's talk about ready. So good design is good business. Very good. So what is this readiness? So let me talk about uh, readiness like okay. So we just looked at how a business plan aligned to a digital state rationalized can ensure you know why you will benefit from moving to the cloud. So this is what we have to keep it. Define skills and support readiness. So we have to create and implement a skills readiness plan, address current gaps. Suppose your IT team, they're working on the legacy, but they don't know the cloud. So you have to train them, how you're going to manage the cloud things. So this is a very big target and gap also. Ensure that IT and business people are ready for the change and the new technologies. Define support needs, create your landing zone, set up a migration target in the cloud, and handle prioritized applications. Right. So doesn't matter which services you are going to work, but Azure offers a lot of services. So before you begin to build and deploy a solution and Azure services, make sure your environment is ready, your IAC code is ready, your parameterize or whatever you're doing. I mean, with the particular applications, you should that infrastructure should be ready, or you can say the environment. Environment comes with the people, with the technical side, with technical kind of skills development as well, right? So this is what we have to think about it. All right. So creating a landing zone, this is what is all about. Okay, you have to think about it. So before you, begin to build and deploy a solution with Azure services, make sure your environment is ready. The term landing zone is used to describe an environment that's provisioned and prepared to host workload in a cloud environment, such as Azure. A fully functional landing zone is the final deliverable of any iteration of the cloud adoption framework for Azure methodology. Okay. So what I'm saying, landing zones means your broader solution for organization resources across a cloud environment. So resources including your management groups, your subscription should be ready, your resource group should be ready. Okay. And Azure offers many services that helps your organization resources control cost and secure and manage the organization. You earn Azure subscription. So we have a big team for the billing and everything. The business level structure you must create it. Okay. And accordingly, you have to manage your cost management. Your billing also provides a few ways to help your predict, analyze, and manage the cost. Right. So for you can say the interactive experience view, you have to view the environment readiness content in the Azure portal. Go to the Azure Quick Start Center. Okay. So where you find this Azure Quick Start Center? Azure Quick Start Center. You can go right. Let me try if I can find Azure Quick Start. You have to follow this kind of documentation, right? Quick migration. Let me see this migration. So you must be a subscription owner to create this. Okay. So I'm going to take this is to Azure Quick Migration Starter Plan. So I don't know my subscription why it's not working right now, but yeah. Same way you have to first register your service provider. So you can just click here and learn more about it, right? So these kind of your migration kind is ready, right? This is what is all about talking about. So the key point here, what we discuss here is you are ready, your readiness. and the process for the landing zone of migration target in the cloud, handle provision, prioritize the applications, right? So next topic is adopt. Okay. So at this point, you have established your business specification and define your business outcomes. You are prepared your organizations. Now we talk about little bit. We talk about the cloud migration. So what is the migration preparation? Establish a rough migration backlogs based largely on the current state and desired outcomes. Business outcomes, the key business objective that drives the migration, they are defined in the plan phase, right? Digital state estimated a rough estimate of the number and condition of workloads to be migrated defined as the plan phase. Planning also you can manage with the agile tools, Scrum Master, you can set up, and accordingly you have to set up role and responsibility means a clear definition of team structure. Who is going to do what? Architect is going to design a target architecture. Integrator is going to develop some ISE code, right? Or automation. What the automation is required. You must have the skills ready. Separation of the response, this is what we're talking about. An access requirement. If somebody who need access, you have to sign the entitlement and request access is complete for the particular team members. They are defined in the ready phase, right? Change management required means that the cadence, the process, and the documents are required to review and approve changes. They are defined in the ready phase, right? So this is what it's all about. So adopt means you establish your business justification and define your business outcomes, right? So if you discuss about the unique motivational to adopt the cloud, they all converge into migration or innovation into the cloud, right? So cloud migration is the process of moving existing digital asset to the cloud platform. Whatever you have on premises, you're going to migrate to your cloud platform. Existing assets are replicated to the cloud with minimal modification. After our application, a workload becomes operational in the cloud. Users are transitioned from the existing solution to the cloud solution. So cloud migration is one way to effectively balance a cloud portfolio. This is often the fastest and most agile approaches in the short term. Conversely, some benefits of the cloud might not be realized without additional future modification. Enterprise and mid-market out customers use the approach to accelerate the pace of change, avoid planned capital expenditure, and reduce ongoing operational cost. So the strategy and tools you use to migrate an application to Azure largely depend on your business motivation. Technical technology strategies and timelines. Your decision are also based on a deep understanding of the application and the assets to be migrated, right? So same way, adoption means cloud migration. The business outcomes, the key business outcomes, the objective that drive the migration. They are defined in the plan phase. This is what is all about. What I was talking about, right? So, what to understand from the cloud innovation? So, C is missing here. Okay, no problem. Cloud native application and data accelerate development and experimentation cycles. Older application can take advantage of many of the same cloud native benefits for modernizing the solution for component of the solutions. So, cloud migration. What is this? Process of moving existing digital asset to the cloud platform. Each cloud migration activity is contained during one of the following process: optimize, backlog, assess, migrate, optimize, and secure. Then you manage each backlog assets. Modernization and innovation in the IT portfolio create a tighter alignment and devops and accelerate innovation across the digital state and application portfolio. All right. So this is what it's all about, and let's talk about a little bit on the uh, your web architecture that framework. Okay, so this is the next topic we will talk about, right? Mm, cloud innovation. Okay. So let me discuss a little bit about the govern and manage. So define a governance solution for your cloud environment that meets your organization business needs. Okay. Agility and control risk, manage your cloud environment base. So cloud, what is cloud governance, cloud management? is there, right? So So cloud adoption framework governance model identifies key areas of importance. Each area relates to different types of risk that organization must address it is adopt from the cloud services. So the five discipline of the cloud governance: cost management, security baseline, resource consistency, identity baseline, and development acceleration. So guys, this is what you have to remember it. So I would recommend you must go to the Microsoft documentation part and start learning in. Okay. Thanks for your time. Have a nice day. We will connect with in our next video. We will talk about Azure well architected framework, right? Thanks for your time. Have a nice day. Take care.